Hey y'all, how many of you have ever had a whoopin? How many of you enjoyed that whoopin? How many of you have ever had a Jesus whoopin? Well, I have. Let's talk about it. 1 Samuel 15 verse 22 says, "And Samuel said, Hath the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices, as in obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice." Man, let me tell you something. This morning, as I was on my way to pick up my daughter, I had the prompting. So the Holy Spirit, my discernment, however you want to phrase it, the Holy Spirit told me, turn to the right. And I was like, I started to, and then I was like, I don't like going that way. So I turned to the left. I should have listened. I should have just listened to the Holy Spirit's prompting of turning to the right, because I got a Jesus whooping because I ain't listen. I just got a brand new car. I think I got it in February, and I'm so very careful with any vehicle that I purchase. Any vehicle, and like so much so that I will park far away from people in the cut, whatever, walk. Just don't touch my car. I used to use a different phrase for that, but I'm working on my cursing. So, breathe. So I'm very careful with my vehicles. So I'm driving, and all of a sudden, this guy, I'm going straight, and this guy turns into an entrance. So I'm behind him, and it was sprinkling. And he turns in, and I'm like, okay, he's going, so I can continue. Yo, he all of a sudden stopped on his brakes, and I could not catch myself fast enough to brake and not hit him. And boom, I hit him. And I was just like, okay, maybe I didn't hit him. But I pulled in right behind him because I wanted to make sure, instead of going on and, just letting things fly. So I pulled in right behind him because I didn't want him taking off. And I get out, and yes, it was my fault. So I get out of my car, and I go and I look at it, and my heart just dropped because I hit him, and it was visible. It was scratches. It was scratches on my car. His car was white, mine is black, and you could wipe off the white. So anyway, he gets out the car. He looks at his back. He's like, no problem, no problem. And I'm like, what do you mean no problem? My car's messed up. It's not a problem for you, but it's a problem for me. So I'm like, I call the police. Asking him for his insurance and his license. And he's like, no license. So he didn't have a license. So I'm like, he's going to be in trouble. But then I had to sit back, and I was just like, you're clearly at fault. You messed up. And it was on me. I couldn't be mad at anybody else but myself. But more so than the damage that was done to my car, I felt bad because the Holy Spirit made it clear to go to the right. Had I gone to the right like the Holy Spirit had prompted me to, that accident wouldn't have happened. So I was being hard-headed. And oh, Lord, I'm so sorry. I'm so annoyed with myself that I just did not listen. And it was crazy because I was literally like praying and thanking God for things. And then all of a sudden, this happened. And I'm just like sick to my stomach. Like, girl, what is going on? But I'm not mad. I'm just upset that I was disobedient, that I didn't follow the prompting of the Holy Spirit. Disobedience, that ain't it. Jesus whoopings, I ain't like it. It hurt. I cried a little bit. I was in my feelings because this is my car. Now my baby got some stuff that needs to be fixed. Not major, minor, but still, I don't want to be driving my baby looking like that. But when you get a Jesus whooping, you got to deal with the sting. So I'm dealing with the sting. Guys, don't deal with the sting. When you that first inclination, that first prompting, listen to it. Don't second guess the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit knows better than we do. That's it. That's all. Oh, that's not it, and that's not all. So I called the police back and I told them not to come, because I was just like, the guy didn't have a license. He's not from the United States. He just had a passport and his insurance. And I don't want anybody to have any trouble. Like, had I listened to the Holy Spirit, it wouldn't have happened. So I was just like, forget about it. Just go ahead and about your business. It's good. So I'm taking that L. L's in life. I'm taking that L, that little loss. But I learned another L, my lesson. Listen to the prompting of the Holy Spirit. That's it. Like, share, subscribe, and I hope to see y'all back. All right, bye.